It is the season for holiday parties, and Lloyd Baker wants you to be safe getting to and from your holiday gatherings. One way is ride sharing, but he also wants you to know your legal rights if an accident happens when using one of the rideshare companies. Good morning, Lloyd. How are you doing?
Good morning. Great.
So, gatherings are going on. I love that the thing you said is that you want people to get there safely. You are an accident lawyer, but you don't want them to have the accident, get into those parties.
Yeah.
But also, too, people need to know their rights and what's going on when they use those ride shares, which is so important because, I mean, they have accidents, and so let's talk about that. Get into one, accident happens. Who's liable? Who's insurance? What happens?
So there's basically 3 levels of insurance on Uber and Lyft vehicles, and so if they're waiting in they haven't accepted a ride or anything, it's usually a $25,000 policy, just the minimum. If they're waiting for a ride and just wait, their app's on, then it's $50,000.
Wow.
So it goes up significantly. And then if they're actually accepting a ride and actually going to or coming from, so we have to check the metadata to see what's going on, where what was actually happening at the time.
Right.
Because it's not just the safety of our clients when they use Uber or Lyft, but on the other side, if they get hit by an Uber or Lyft driver, right?
Right.
So all those insurances take place. And I highly recommend that they always use a Uber or Lyft because, man, it's the silly season. People like to drink.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention. Heck, I went down to the mall the other day, just last Sunday. People are they're like out of their minds.
Yeah, just driving all over the place.
They're busy thinking of something else, and so
Yeah.
man, you got to be a defensive driver, and be safe.
Yeah, and so when you're getting those apps and getting on them and stuff, you really need to pay attention. Now, if I am an Uber driver, I mean, I should make sure I have those insurance. But if I get in one, can I call you and say, listen, I've been in an accident?
Oh heck yeah, we have a lot of them that call us. Yeah,
that come in.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a matter of who's at fault, right? And so it's not necessarily what you're driving, but and make sure you get lots of insurance. Underinsured motorist coverage. I keep pushing that, but it's super important for your vehicle and your family and people in your vehicle. So
let's talk. Of course, the sad thing, if you do get into an accident and you're driving and you've been at a party, I mean, you got to really pay attention to the liability, what's going on, and the other driver needs to really check with people too, right?
Right. Yeah. Be safe. It's just, be defensive. It's just, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
The highest rate of fatalities is this between Thanksgiving and New Year's.
Yeah.
And it's a third of it's because of alcohol, usually.
Right.
So, just don't even risk it. Take a ride with an Uber or Lyft, and don't ever risk it. It's just not worth it.
Right.
And you got a lot more insurance. They usually have $1 million coverage if they're hauling you. Right. So. Which is
the
great.
safe way to do it, better than you having to pay that out in the accident and of course taking someone's life or anything like that. I mean, I know that a lot of companies offer ride shares for their holiday parties now. I mean, that's something that's important to do, and that's what you recommend companies if you are having
Absolutely.
them. And put them to your employees, right?
You bet. Yeah, be safe. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. And people want to drink and have fun this time of year, and it's great, but just be safe about it, right?
Yeah.
So it's just.
So, okay, if someone does get into an accident with an Uber and they're going to file the claim, I mean, how do they do that? Do they go through their insurance again? But
they do, and call me.
And call you. Yeah, because
So
again, I mean, it's going to be a fight. It's kind of like a 3-party fight, right? You have the driver that you have to, of course, fight with, kind of, and you have his insurance. Then you have Uber's and Lyft's insurance. So it's good to have someone like you on your side to go in there because you know all the rules and everything and who to contact. Because that's the thing about it. It's an app. So you don't know who to contact for that, right?
Right, and you got to be aggressive about it because nobody wants to pay, right? It's just, they want to save all the money they can, so we just have to make them pay.
I like it. That's why you come in. Let us know. Lloyd, thanks for coming in. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So of course, tell them where they can find you.
BakerWins.com or call 855-BAKER-LAW. Yeah, be safe.
There you go.
And happy holidays.
Thank you. Hey, happy holidays to you too. So
care.
thank you, Lloyd. Okay. All right, coming up, if you're looking for ways to get rid of those wrinkles in minutes, we're talking about a great product for you next. So come on back.